Scott, we sit here half an hour after the news that has broken about you being named Fulham's head coach. Just sum up your emotions.
I mean, I'm excited, overwhelmed a bit, to be fair, because obviously it's a massive opportunity for me. One which I'm very appreciative of the owners of the football club for giving me the responsibility of taking this brilliant club on the next challenges what lie, really. And I suppose I'm looking forward to it, and I think that's the biggest word what comes in my head. I'm absolutely relishing the challenge ahead now, and there is a challenge ahead, and I can't wait to get started.
So when you sat down here, when you were named caretaker manager, not a few months ago, you said that we want to start putting things back on side, rebuilding a connection with the fans. That's happened. And now, do you feel like with being named the permanent head coach, that the next steps, what are your next steps that you have in your mind?
I think them steps probably stay the same. And I think what I want to bring at this football club is one that we all can relate to, in the sense of a clear understanding, a clear recognition of what we're about as a football club. The team what plays on a Saturday are ultimately the face for all of us, myself, our staff, the staff that work at Motspur Park, and ultimately the fans. And I think in terms of a starting point, we'll always start there, and that will be our foundations from where we go from there. And of course, from that will come technical detail, players' brilliance in certain moments. But if there's one thing I've probably realised, or certainly how I drive things, is that success comes from a foundation, and that foundation comes from a culture and setting standards on a daily basis, really, for the football club. And I'm hoping, well, I have no doubt that next year our fans, if there's one thing they will see, they will see a team which is fully committed, one with desire, one with passion, and that will be a given.
You've touched upon it in your first answer. The challenge ahead of us now, a season in the Championship, is something that we all know too well is a really tough challenge. It must be something that you're relishing.
Yeah, I'm relishing it. I think you're right. I think we understand the task ahead, and it is going to be a big task. It's a very difficult league to get out of. You see the teams that are in that division now, some established Premier League clubs for a long amount of time. So I think we understand that. But at the same time, we're looking forward to it, and the team are looking forward to it. And can't wait for next year to come on.
And now that you've worked a bit with the players over the last couple of months, and you've started to kind of implement that culture that you want this club to be, and you've got the coaches working alongside you who you want to be alongside, is it merely, it feels more of a continuation of what you're doing now rather than kind of a stop-start kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that probably makes it very easy, because the message is the same, the drive is the same, the goal is the same, and I think ultimately there, like you say, the transition on that does make things easier, really. And we're coming out of a period of time, for the 10 games I've been here, then that philosophy or them ideas have been coming out, and like you say, only over the course of more time that will be even more successful.
So in the short term, we have a match against Newcastle this Sunday, the last game of the Premiership season. We'll be looking to go out on a high, won't we?
Yeah, we will. It's another opportunity for the players on the field and the boys what come onto the field to show what they can possibly do in the Premier League, really, the biggest and greatest league, in my opinion, in the world, really. So of course, against a very tough opposition, but again, looking forward to it, and looking forward to putting in a fine performance for one last time.
With regards to that run of 3 wins that we went on, and the way in which we were playing, that style, the intensity, all those kind of things, is that the brand that you feel that you want to bring to this club? Yeah,
that's the brand. It's the brand of football we want to bring, and I think I've stated before, an identity, and I want people to understand and include our fans in that when they see their team on a Saturday, there's one thing they know what they're always going to get, but there's also some clear words what come into their minds and can identify us as a team and as a football club, really. And we have that in so many essence, in the sense of the stadium, the cottage. There's clear words what come into people's minds when they think of Fulham, and we need to also do that with our actual team on the field.
Throughout the season, there's been ups, there's been downs, but actually one thing that has been constant has been our fans have been amazing. They've been there through thick and thin. There's been notoriety for them on different, on Match of the Day, on things like that, in terms of noting how superb they've been, regardless of the fact that we've been relegated, or regardless of that we haven't won many matches.
Yeah.
So after this match at the weekend, there's a chance for us as a club to say thank you to them. And is that something you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, and I think the players are looking forward to that as well, because I think there's one mainstay at a football club. However, the ups and downs, what football clubs bring, and that's the world we're in. There's a mainstay, and that's the fans, really. And I think we all are so appreciative of what's happened this year, because I think we all recognise that at times we've been way short, and at times we've not probably given anything to cheer about, certainly on some occasions. So and to stick with us through that, Watford comes to mind. A few home games we've had of late, they've been fantastic with us, and we understand how important they are, really. And we, on Sunday we hope that, albeit a very, very something small from us, it's coming from our hearts to say thank you.
And this club, this great club, has fallen before. It's been through some lows in its history. And this is a kind of low, but we'll rise again, won't we?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I mean, as quick as we was down at Watford, 24 hours, 48 hours later, we're looking, okay, where do we go now? We want to bounce back, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it. And we've got some clear objectives. We've got some clear things in place, and ultimately we've all got a clear goal, and that's as a football club, as owners, as fans, as players, as managing staff, our goals all one, really, and we need to push as hard as we can to get there.